What's up? This is the first episode ever of something I like to call Captain Freezknots Golden Era Hip Hop Lessons. This is lesson 1, and it should be a lot of fun. Hope you like the intro there. Today we're going to be talking about lesson 1 is going to start with Run DMC. Where else would you start? Maybe Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, or Houdini or something like that, but you could start with Bambaataa as well. But we're going to start with Run DMC. And we're going to talk about Eric B. and Rakim today a lot too. Paid in Full, specifically, that record and what it did to hip hop at the time it came out. And then we've got some segments that you'll hopefully like, that are going to be like constant regular segments on this this kind of show. And then that's going to be a mix of the best songs in hip hop from that year in 4 minutes. So like today's 1988 in 4 minutes. You have a 1988 in 4 minute mix. Just kind of like a little master mix for you there. Then after that, there'll be a sample school where you'll actually find out what samples were on Paid in Full, what records made up that record, and a very skilled DJ to show you how that all works, and I'll let him explain that. And then of course we're going to do some single studies, which means I look at two 12-inch singles from the golden era of hip-hop and talk about why they were important to me, or why I bought them, or for whatever reason that we're spotlighting them. And then we wrap every show up with the Crate Diggers. If you don't know what that is, that's an ongoing segment from a channel called Fuse, where they interview a lot of DJs I know, especially here on the West Coast. And we're going to start with Z-Trip today, who's actually a good friend of mine. And I stayed at his house several times. And the room he's sitting in when he's being interviewed for Digging in the Crates is a room that I've been in many times. All his records in there are categorized by BPMs, which is pretty impressive. And he goes into some of that too. So anyways, that's basically what rundown of the show. That's how we're going to do it. We talk about two major acts at the top of the show and focus on some of their albums that are important, and usually hone in on one of them, show some videos, some documentary footage or whatever. And then when we get into the second half of the show, we do the stuff like Sample School, the year mix in 4 minutes, and single studies, and Digging in the Crates. So hope you enjoy. We're going to start with Run DMC. And I think this is a good way to start off. Check off this video. I'll come back and give you a little bit more bio rundown on Run DMC. No pun intended. Actually, there was a pun intended. Hit it, Run.